Welcome to Rappahannock Issues. I'm Tom Cohen,
And I'm David Kerr.
and we're going to be looking at topics that are of interest to our community, both regionally and to the state. Welcome to Rappahannock Issues. I'm Tom Cohen. We're looking at the issue of homelessness, and we are very fortunate to have with us Dan Robinson, who is the founder of Dollars for Doorbells. And so Dollars for Doorbells is a program that you started up to try to help the people who are homeless. So welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Tom.
And you're founder and president of this. So what brought you into creating this nonprofit?
Really, to be honest with you, it was a college paper. It all started with a college paper. I was in Champlain College up in Vermont, and one of the classes was sociology, and we needed to bring, a program that we thought could help with the economy. And I thought, boy, there's a lot of people flipping houses for a profit, and there's obviously a homelessness problem and poverty. Families that are really in hardship, and I just kind of threw it out on paper, and over the years it just kind of grew and grew. Hey, this is a good idea. I've got more and more support, and after I finished college, I finished my master's degree. I needed something to do, keep me busy, and I felt that it was a good enough idea to maybe go forward with it. And I had the support I had, and it's growing, and it's turning into something I never really fathomed. It's a great experience.
And so, what have you found as the needs for homes because and we'll get to it in a second, but you're all over the country. You're all over the East Coast.
Correct. Yes, we're growing. My vision is nationwide. There's obviously an epidemic worldwide with poverty, and there's people out there that need a lot of things. But I feel that America's our home, and we need to take care of our own. Americans helping America, and that's where I come from, and that's what I believe in. And we started here in Fredericksburg, Virginia. And right now we've got a charter in Virginia Beach. We have a charter in New York, upstate New York. We've got a charter in Vermont, and we're working on getting a charter in Massachusetts. And then hopefully we just grow on from there. And one of our board members happens to be in Nevada, and I'd love to start a charter out there. We've got some connections in Utah, so we're looking to push it out west as well. It's really exciting.
And what is the sort of the need? I mean, we've seen with the housing bubble that happened, about 8 years ago, there was an influx with this, and we keep hearing reports that the economy is on the mend, but there seems to be a need for this.
Absolutely. The fact of the matter is, CoreLogic reported in 2015 that over 500,000 houses were still in foreclosure. That's a lot of houses, Tom. And then you mix in with homeless families that are over 290,000 people. And that was mentioned by the Department of Human Health and Services. And that's just a staggering number. And you look at one or the other. You look at homelessness and you look at homes. Okay, that's a no-brainer. We've got more than enough homes to put these homeless families into these homes. Not to mention that the average foreclosed home within the neighboring community, that drops other houses down about 4% in value. So neighborhoods are being affected by these foreclosed homes. So there's a lot of people out there that those are just the reported people. That's not the people that are about to be homeless or maybe living in the hotels. I came from, one of the reasons why I picked this particular topic as a paper was because, I came from a family that we struggled. My dad, he was working hard. He tried to do what he could do. But we lived in apartments. We lived in family friends' homes. I didn't have a bedroom at one point. We lived in small trailers. So I know what it's like to are we going to move next month? Are we going to have a home? Am I gonna lose my bedroom that I finally got? I have 4 kids, and kids mean the world to me. I want to make it a better world for those children and break the poverty, just break the cycle in general. And give them something that, something I never got, and maybe that one extra push and that one extra, assistance can just change their world forever.
And I don't think, you cited some statistics, but one of the more startling statistics is since the 1990s, the largest increase in homeless in this country has been families. A lot of people just don't really grasp the issue that, if both parents are working and they are paying a mortgage and one loses their job, it's very hard to keep up on that mortgage.
Absolutely.
And so then if you end up, a lot of people are living in their cars or living in a one motel room for the whole family.
Right.
When you want to go and get into an apartment, the first month, last month, security deposits, all that, is about $3,000 or more, and these families just can't do it. So I don't know that people really, even before the 2008 crash, this was a growing issue in our country.
Absolutely. I agree anymore. It is, it's hard enough for a family that's, working class and you're basically working to get by. Imagine that when, you lose a job or, God forbid you lose a family member who was providing at one point and now you don't have that extra income and now you're a single, parent with these kids to take care of. I mean, it gives me chills just talking about it because there's actual people living out there right now. And, there's nothing more than me and my team. We want to be there. We want to be that X factor.
When I was teaching at Germanna, and I gave that statistics because we talk about who votes and who doesn't vote,
Yeah.
homeless. One of the students came up to me at the end of class and said, "I live in basically what it used to be a Howard Johnson's on 17."
Oh, yeah.
And he says, "Yeah, that's what our family is that we're living in basically in a hotel room." Which it's just interesting that that's just not what we think when we think of homeless.
Right, absolutely, yeah.
So, what are tell us about your program and how it operates.
Absolutely. So the way that we operate is we primarily want to look at those foreclosed homes. We want to try to buy those foreclosed homes and flip those foreclosed homes, renovate them, create local jobs. If I need a plumber, there's nothing more that I want to do than call a local plumber around here and say, hey, we need this job. Can you supply it? And so that's going to supply local jobs. And once that's fixed and it's ready to give out, we want to vet those families properly. We're going to have, my background's in criminal investigation. We have a team of, individuals that are trained and have good education on those background checks. And we want to get background checks. We want to get the full story on those families. And then once we find the family that fits those homes, the board of directors, they will go ahead and nominate that family. And we put that family into that home. And we're going to work with them. We have a 7-year program. And that 7-year program is, like I said, is to break the cycle. We don't want to just give the family, temporary relief. We want to just give them something that's going to change their life forever and change those children's lives forever.
And clearly the program will change your life forever. So come back after this break and we'll keep talking to Daniel Robinson.